Morning. Hey everyone. How's it going? Let me sign on with Periscope. Let me share the broadcast out. Hope you guys are doing well. Like I have so many like amazing things going on over here. I'm beside myself. Like I'm really excited about what's transpiring. I probably talked about this a few times, but I have a year-long mastermind that officially began on last Monday, which is the reason why I wasn't available on a broadcast for you guys. Let me go ahead and share this before I get into our broadcast for today. You guys see in the title, Visionaries, Creatives, Salon Owners, Business Owners, Entrepreneurs. How long will you continue operating in a business model that's not working for your whole life? That's not working for your whole life. Give me a moment. I am sharing it out. Hope you guys are doing well on this morning. It's Wednesday, Hump Day Wednesday. And then guys, it's November the 7th, right? It's like time is just flying by. Christmas will be here before you know it, and we will be into 2019. How many of you are ready for 2019? 1 second, guys.
Hi, look, how are you? Are you Felicia? No. Is this Felicia?
Marsha?
No. The thing gave us an address for Felicia's case. It gave us 1213 Southwest Street. That's right. Well, it's nice to meet you with your freckles.
Right here.
Okay, thanks. It's funny. You know my mom.
I do. I'm actually on a live broadcast now. That's okay. Tell her I'll call her.
Okay. Okay. That's up. I'll tell her.
Okay. All right.
Hey guys. Sorry about that. Hey dear. Hey everyone. Carrie, how's it going? I had to step away for just a moment. Someone came to the door. Give me a moment to share this out and we'll get rocking and rolling. So you guys see in the title, how long will you continue to operate in a business model that's not working for your whole life, like your entire life? 1 second. Had a little interruption, so I'm gathering myself over here. You okay today? Everybody doing well? Hopefully. And then I have one more platform to share it out to. Put your name in the comments. Where are you rocking out from? If this is your first time, put first timer in the comments and we'll get rocking and rolling. And the reason I chose this particular title is because I've been having consistent conversations with business owners who are tired of their business model. They're tired of the way that their business is going. They're busy, but not necessarily profiting. Hey, Stephanie, I actually just saw that you had followed me on Periscope. So thank you so much for the follow. And thank you for joining us on our live broadcast this morning. Good morning, Daryl. How are you? Thank you for joining. I'm getting myself together over here. You guys know this is live. Anytime I got to step away, go get the door to see what's going on. Let me see. I'm not even going to put a title in Instagram. Good morning, Stacy. How are you, darling? Everybody doing well? What'd you guys do over the weekend past? We're almost ready for this weekend. We're in the middle of the week. I've been super busy. I was telling you guys that I'm so excited right now. And for those of you who are joining me on Periscope, I do apologize. My battery is extremely low on Periscope. And so if you want to join me on Facebook, I have plenty of power over there. It's facebook.com/buildwithtanya. facebook.com/buildwithtanya. But I did want to come on just so that you guys know I was on. You'll just have to catch me on another platform because I'm almost certain it'll go out before we actually have time to really even get into the meat of the broadcast. So you guys see in the title, Visionaries, Creatives, Salon Owners, Business Owners, Entrepreneurs. How long will you continue operating in a business model that's not working for your whole life? So one of the things that's transpiring for me, and guys, I'm just so blessed. I really am, and so grateful that I decided to do it different, right? That I decided to do it different because, there were times in my business where I had all these ideas and all these things and projects I had started, but had not completed. And so, although I was always busy, it felt like I was more so putting out fires than actually progressing forward. And so, I not only felt that way, but I was, I recently gotten married, I'd recently opened a business, and I recently had a baby. And so all of those things were going on at one time. I was the salon owner, the leader, there were staff, my own personal stuff. So it was a lot of hats to wear. And I just made a decision, guys. I had to create some new systems that would allow me to, just run my business more smoothly. How many of you would like to earn great money, but do it with ease, with a sense of peace and a sense of ease? If that's you, put a 1 in the comments. If you would like to run your business with a better sense of peace and a better sense of ease and more profits. So recently I've been having conversations with business owners who are extremely busy, like extremely busy, even in their community. They're doing a lot of things. They have tons of ideas, but some for anywhere from 5 to 10 years, have not really been producing like a real profit. You guys get where I'm going at with this? Because after a while, you have to ask yourself, is the model that I'm running my business from, is that really working for my entire life? And so when I say business model, it may be either that you're the salon owner behind the chair, or if you are a business owner or entrepreneur, it may be that you're doing the bulk of the work and it's time, for a team. It may be that nobody else is working in the business except you, and you're just doing it all. I'm also running into people who have tons of ideas, tons of goals, dreams, and visions, but they're all up here. They're all in their head. No, can anybody relate on this morning? So Stacy said she went to a color theory class in Towson, Maryland with Kia and Salon Plaza. Awesome. Stacy, was that good? I like Kia. Oh, super hard. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like Kia just from, what I see of her on social media. I've never met her personally, but she's a smart lady and she knows her stuff. So I think you went to a great class, Stacy. Salon Apache, is that correct? Good morning. Thank you for joining. So, I'm running into so many business owners who are simply overwhelmed. And it's not that they are not doing anything. As a matter of fact, they're doing, some of everything. So they have tons of ideas, many unfinished projects. So what's happening is all of this stuff is just, flying through their head all of the time. Oh, let me go do this. What it looks like to operate in a business model that's really not working for you may be that, you're having to run errands while clients are under the dryer, or, you run out of supplies, or, it's just really no systems in place that help you to function and operate your business, on the next level. And so it breaks my heart. Mainly, I started my mastermind group. I have a year-long mastermind program that actually started this Monday. And it's so amazing, the response, the lives that have changed in 1 week. And that's no joke. I mean, they're inboxing me and emailing me and placing comments inside our group saying how much their life has changed. And one of the reasons is because of accountability. Somebody put accountability in the comments. Guys, for as creative as we are, listen, I'm a creative. I can create a course in 30 minutes, flat, right? I can think of a new idea. I can plan it out. Planning and strategizing is one of my superpowers. But I have to be accountable to somebody or something, right? Sometimes other than myself. Because when you're self-employed, oftentimes there's nobody really standing over your head telling you, you need to do this or you need to do that, right? And so the importance of having even an accountability partner, guys. I mean, I don't like to speak on low levels, because what I was going to say, even if you just find somebody, but if you're looking for an accountability partner, it has to be someone whose mindset is ahead of where you currently are. You guys get that? And so a lot of times I hear people say, I can't find anybody to go over my goals with, or sometimes you got to pay to be in those spaces, guys. You have to, and then you have to look for spaces that are actually going to take you to your next level. I gave my mastermind clients an assignment. They had to do something major within 48 hours. And what this does, guys, is it begins to shift. It begins to stretch you, because many times I find that business owners become complacent because there is nobody behind them saying you need to do this or you need to do that. Oftentimes the people that I'm running into, they lack support. They're lacking support, whether it's from family or just in general. So here's some reasons why I feel we lack the proper support in our business. One, the people who are around us, they don't understand what it is that we're doing. They don't have a clue what it means to run a business effectively, to have to manage so many different things and be available to so many things. So one, they may not understand. Two, lack of support from people around us normally comes, they may not care. Did y'all hear me? They might not care, guys, because it is your vision. They may not care. And you have to get to a space where you're completely and fully okay with that. This is where you're taking full responsibility for your vision. Full responsibility. You're not holding anybody else around you accountable unless it's someone that you paid. And if they aren't, living up to those expectations, then as a leader, you have a new responsibility. You either have to train them differently or you have to get rid of them. You guys get that? All right. Third reason support is not available right around us. They don't see any real results from you. I know that one's kind of hard, guys. I know that one's kind of hard. But oftentimes when you're a visionary and a creative, you have so many ideas and so many undone things left on the table that not many people get to see your finished results. Not even you. Somebody tapped the screen. Did I lose y'all on that one? Right? I know that one was a little heavy. But sometimes we lack support around us from the immediate people in our circle because they don't see any real results coming from our end. What they see is this continuous year by year flow of the same old thing all the time. And eventually, people who would have the heart to actually help you, they lose their drive too. Right? Because they're waiting for something to show up, to actually manifest. And we may feel, because we're visionaries and we're always doing things, that we're working really hard, that we are doing things. Good morning, Auntie. Larissa, thank you for joining. Guys, if you guys are getting any value from the broadcast and you feel someone else could gain value, please share the broadcast out with your friends or followers. And tap the screen for hearts. Show me a little love if it's registering to you. I love an interactive broadcast, so I'm checking the comments periodically to see what you guys' responses are. But guys, we got to really, really take a look at what's going on in our business and decide, is it really getting real results? Because listen, when you guys really begin to think about going to the next level in your business, you begin to look at your numbers. Somebody put numbers in the comments. Lord have mercy. That's why I decided to be about it and stop talking about it. Listen, sometimes they're tired of hearing all the ideas and all of the things that you're going to do and, what's transpiring, and they're not seeing any real results. And you can easily get into the routine of the thing, right? You can get into the routine of the thing and feel, because there is movement, that it's actually working. But when you take time to really, really reflect and process what's going on in your business, many of you may find that nothing any different from last year, the year before, or the year prior is really transpiring. Because you got to look at your numbers, guys. You got to look at your numbers. So, sometimes I'll have people, when I ask them, what their goals are, they'll say, I just want to be successful. But just wanting to be successful is not a goal, guys. There's nothing tangible about that. There's no target in the phrase, I just want to be successful. Do you guys get that? There's no target. There's nothing to aim for. So if you want to be successful, what is it that you're aiming for? And when I find business owners, like, one of the questions I'll have is, I'll ask during, I do a complimentary SOAR consultation with my clients, or people who, want to work with me and they want to, get a little clarity before we start going. I do a complimentary SOAR call. For those of you who are interested, you can go to bit.ly/build with Tanya. It's complimentary. There's no charge for that. So we get an opportunity. Tyree, how are you, darling? We get an opportunity to kind of just look at where you're at and make sense of what's transpiring and what needs to transpire, like what moves you need to make and how I can help you for your next level, right? Not for your next level. Weaves World, hey girl, how are you? And so oftentimes I'm finding that, okay, I'll ask a question like, do you already have plans for how your business will operate for 2019 because of the time of the year? And most people will say no. Most people will say no. And what always bothers me about that is, how do you plan to profit? How do you plan to profit? Is everything that you're doing in your business on a hope and a dream, right? So there's so many people who have all these ideas, but they're up here, right? Where, guys, studies show that we have about 50 to 70,000 thoughts per day. And so your ideas that you have are all intertwined with all those other thoughts. What's the likelihood of you actually getting that thing done? So studies also show that 60% of people who write their goals down those goals manifest. They actually happen for them. That's the beginning process of it, right? So the people who don't write it down have a very low percentage of whatever it is they desire even happening. So what normally happens is you're always strapped for time. When your dreams and goals and what you're going to do in your business is always like up here, you're always strapped for time. And this is one of the reasons. One of the reasons is because every opportunity that comes around, because things aren't really flowing the way that you desire for it to flow. And when I say flowing, I mean it's working for your personal life, it's working for your children's lives, it's working for your business, it's working for your whole life. That's what flow means to me. Flow means that I have created a business model that is working for every area of my life. It's allowing me to do self-care. You guys get that? Right? So oftentimes people are strapped for time because they don't have a plan. So whenever my dad told me this phrase when I was a little girl. He said, have a plan or plan to fail. And I plan to be successful is not a tangible plan, guys. It's not. It's beyond time for you to stop settling, right? Because that's basically what it is. Whenever we won't take the time to do some of the things that are necessary to move us to the next level, it's a means of settling. And it happens because we're in this routine where we're just busy and we're doing things. But ultimately, we know the routine is not working. It's really not working. It was never what we had hoped for or dreamed for it to be in our life and our career. So I'll hear people say many times, I never have time to work on my business. And guys, if I can tell you guys from experience, there will come a time when you really get clear on what your vision is, where you'll work on your business more than you'll have to physically work in it. But you got to get clear on what it is that you desire for your life and your business. And busyness is not successful, guys. It doesn't equate to success. Now, there are successful people who are busy. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that just because you're busy does not mean you're successful. You got to decide clearly, what does success look like to you? What does success look like to you? So I'm hosting my Slay Your Plans and Profit class. It begins next Tuesday, the 13th. It'll be 4 weeks, every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m., where I'm going to help entrepreneurs, business owners, visionaries, creatives, salon owners. It's not just for salon owners, it's for business owners. I'll be helping them get really, really clear on their vision, so that when they go into this, when they complete this last quarter, they will have already established a foundation and a flow. I said that word flow, for how 2019 is going to be. Everything that you're doing now is a picture of your 2019. If you're waiting until January to actually begin making that happen, it's going to take you 30, 60, 90 days to get into the flow of that new thing that you're wanting to do, and to possibly even begin seeing results. So that means that you've already missed like a quarter of the year if you're waiting to plan your business, to gain clarity. If you need help, guys, get help. I'd love to support you. Strategies and vision and planning, they're my superpower. And I know the importance of it in a business. And oftentimes, because we're visionaries and we are really creative, we kind of cringe at the thought of a schedule. We kind of cringe of the thought of, okay, well, I'm going to do this month, and I'm going to do that month, this month, because we want to be creative. We want to flow. But guys, when you plan out what it is that you desire, when you have a clear picture of what success really looks like to you, you then create more time to be creative. You guys get that? Because creativity is often smothered by busyness. Creativity is often smothered by having to put out fires all the time, guys. It's draining. You will not last in the race if you're always having to put out fires. If you're running this way and that way, and you don't know like what you're going to do next, you're just kind of planning it as you go. You're going to burn out quickly, guys. Quickly. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling for us as the leader who own, the people who own the business, nor is it great for our family. Because how many of you know when you're super busy and you're overwhelmed, you're a little edgy with your family? Like everything they say kind of bothers you. Normal things that the children ask you that you shouldn't even really be upset about. They're just asking you normal questions. You're pissed off. You're irritated by it. They're just doing what children do. Right? But it's your level of tolerance is decreased. You show up differently. You don't show up at 100% when you got to be all over the place. Guys, I have eliminated the amount of things that I do, and I earn more than I did when I was super, super busy just doing a lot of stuff. So I'm earning with a sense of ease, and it's mainly because I have a prioritized focus. I know what it is I know what success looks like to me, right? I have a clear picture. It's written out. I have a map, right, of what it's going to take in order for me to get to the vision. The vision is always a lot further out than where you are now. And so what happens is, as you move along with clarity, you no longer do some of the unnecessary things anymore. So now you're exerting more energy into those most profit producing things in your business. You know who you need to help you. The money begins to flow differently, guys. It begins to flow differently because when you begin, whatever you focus on, you attract, right? Whatever you focus on, you attract. So if you're focusing on the right things in your business, then of course you're putting your energy, your time, your effort, and your resources there, and you're producing a greater profit in the areas that you should be. You guys get that? So guys, I just wanted to ask, how long, will you continue to operate in a business model that's not working for your whole life? It will burn you out, guys. It will burn you out and make you forget that you were so passionate about why you even started the business. And so no longer will you wait 5, 10 years, operating a business that looks good from the outside, right? But is in shambles on the inside. And so a lot of that, guys, like if there are, what I'm finding a lot too is maybe several of the things that I may mention that people should do. They'll say, I have that. I have that. And so in my mind, I'm like, well, if you already have that system, then things should be flowing. They'll further into conversation. I find out that they have it, but they're not implementing it, right? And so that's always a leadership issue, guys. If you are the business owner, you're the leader. That's always a leadership issue, right? And so oftentimes we get all of this information or we do all of this stuff and then we don't implement it. And I was sharing with you guys before that accountability is huge, guys. It's huge. My mastermind members are, they had an assignment for 48 hours. They're crunk. They're stretching outside of their comfort zones. They have a centralized focus on what it is that they're putting their time, their effort, their energy into, and they're getting it done. They're slaying their plans and profiting quickly, right? Quickly. And so oftentimes we have too many ideas that we're attempting to work on at one time. Oftentimes our creativity gets in the way of our profits, right? And remember I said, oftentimes we're looking for like support from family, but sometimes they don't understand. Sometimes they just don't care. And sometimes they are tired of not seeing results, right? They've lost their passion for being your cheerleader because they're not seeing like real results manifesting. They're seeing you do things, right? But maybe those things are keeping you away from them even more. They're like, oh God, if they do one more thing, when will I ever be able to spend time with them? Maybe they're not seeing results and they feel like you're busy doing nothing to them, right? And if you sit and reflect and really look at your business and what you desire it to do for your life, you may be surprised that you feel the same way too. So for those of you you have tons of ideas, right? Many unfinished products, you're lacking support. I invite you to join me for Slay Your Plans and Profit. It begins next Tuesday. You'll have accountability, there's support. I'll help you get really clear on your vision and what you should be putting your energy into for 2019. Your business will be unrecognizable and your whole life if you follow these systems. So I teach you principles on how to figure out what your triggers are. And triggers are those things that come about that keep you from actually getting it done. So how many of you know that there's some specific things that when you see it or when it's in your presence, it stops you from being in flow? So we become aware of those things, and then I give you a strategy on how to handle whatever the distractions are in your life so that you can shift and focus and really implement and see real results, not the same thing every single year, not dreams that are dying because, they lie dormant, right? So I invite you to join me. It's a 4-week opportunity. You can go to renewfullcircle.com/slaymyplans. There are several other entrepreneurs who have taken the course. Their testimonials on their experience and how it literally changed their lives. I have clients who within 3 weeks increased their income by 30% because I help them get clear on what it is they really desire, what strategies they should be working on to get to that desired result. And then they begin implementing with a centralized focus, right? Some of you need a new focus. Some of you need to join because of the environment. Environment is everything. So you've been doing the solo thing so long. Sometimes it's good to have another set of eyes on your business. You guys know the phrase, you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see the forest for the trees. It's like you can't see it because you're right in the midst of it. And so another set of eyes and an amazing peer group who is also pushing for things will do wonders for your business. So I invite you to join us. November the 13th is the first week. It's every Tuesday evening at 8:30 p.m. The cost is $497 as a one-time fee. I also have payment arrangements available. Half of that to save your seat, and the other half in 30 days. And then I have a payment option where $97 is all you pay to save your seat. And then in 2 weeks, you begin recurring payments. It's either $57 or $67 a week for 5 or 6 intervals. I'm quoting it off of the top of my head, so you guys will have to go to the link. But join us. Go into 2019 with a totally different perspective, with a growth strategy, not just a busy strategy. You guys get that? Hey, Dallas, how are you, dear? A growth strategy, not just a busy strategy. So how many of you feel that you've just been sitting in the position that you're in for way too long and that time is over, right? It's just time to move from a place of not being fulfilled in your business. If that's you, join us. Join us for the shift so that you can actually slay your plans and get it done. I don't do 5,000 things anymore, guys. I've simplified my life so much, and it's working wonders for me. It's working wonders for me. Not only is it working wonders for me, it's working wonders for the people that I serve and the people that I'm connected to, because I'm not all over the place, right? This is the day that I do this. This is the day that I do this. This is the time that I do this. And I do these things because they collectively will get me to point B, right? I mean, when you're a creative and a visionary, man, the ideas are always rolling. How many of you agree? You guys tap the screen if you agree that when you're creative and you're a visionary, ideas are flowing all the time. And I think ideas are amazing. I think it's important to process your ideas. And so I have my clients to do different strategies that allow them to just get all of that, get all those ideas out of their head. And oftentimes when we do those strategies, they realize that's not even really what I want to do. But because they're ideas, because they're little projects that are unfinished and undone, they're a part of your everyday life. It's like you're carrying that weight with you all the time and not allowing room for the things that are actually going to shift you to the next level. So do I have any visionaries or creatives on the broadcast with me? Put me. And those ideas, they come a dime a dozen. It's nothing to think of something creative. But being creative doesn't always produce a profit, right? It doesn't always produce a profit. So I would love for you guys to join me. I want to help you simplify your life and profit at a massive rate. Focus does that. Clarity does that. It helps you to profit differently. And your family will be so blessed, guys, because many of us, we do what we do because we want to be a blessing to our family when we actually end up being a burden to our family. Did you guys know that? Like when we got all this stuff going on and in our mind, we're doing it for our family, but our family is like, not one more thing, please. When is it ever really going to manifest, right? Now we'll manifest maybe the business, but they're looking for manifestation as in the coin, or you having more free time freedom, financial freedom. They're looking for you to be at peace. Those are the things that they're looking to manifest. And so oftentimes when we're in this busy, unclear stage, we don't know. I mean, we don't know that those things aren't really manifesting. What's manifesting is it looks like we're so busy, right? So I've just simplified my life. Probably about 75% of the things that I used to do within my business, I no longer do, right? But it has not affected my profits. I actually earn more in those areas than I did before, right? And so clarity is everything. I invite you guys to come slay your plans with me so that you can profit. We begin November the 13th, Tuesday, for 4 weeks, 8:30 p.m. It is virtual. You'll get to spend time with me. We can take a look at your business and your ideas. And I also help people to expand their vision, because sometimes what's actually transpiring is you're dreaming too small. You're dreaming too small. And so because you're dreaming too small, you're not stretched at all. And the only way you get different results is if you're doing something different. And so if your vision isn't big enough, it won't stretch you. It won't stretch you guys. And so that means you'll work from a place of complacency and normalcy, and familiarity. You guys get that? You'll keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. So how long is too long? How long will you continue operating in a business model that's not working for your whole life? Guys, it's nothing, like everything that comes up that does not align with my vision, I got to cast it down, right? It's not good for my health. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your family. It's not good for your bank account, right? And clarity will help you decide not only what you should be doing, but who should be doing it with you. Clarity will help you decide not only what you should be doing, but who should be doing it with you. You guys have a super, super amazing day. I actually have a call at 12:45 that I want to go and get prepared for. I'm hoping many of you will join me and allow me to support you in getting clear on your vision and your profits for 2019. For those of you who are joining, I'm going to put the link in the comments, but it's renewfullcircle.com/slay my plans. renewfullcircle.com/slay my plans. You guys have an amazing day. Peace.